decided to do a quick little video for you guys. In this one we're talking about how to not be a nice guy, or why it's so important for you to stop being a nice guy to get attention from girls. Now, if you're watching the video, let's just say if you're around the age of 15 until 25/30, I believe that you know what a nice guy syndrome is. It's basically when you over-deliver or overvalue the relationship that you're in, or maybe you're talking to a girl and you give too much attention, energy, resources, anything like that, and then you basically get dumped, or you don't get the reciprocity or maybe the same output from the girl. And if you keep doing the same thing, guess what? You're gonna end up with the same position. Okay, instead of talking about the nice guys and the disadvantages that you're gonna have if you are one, let me jump right into the video. The number one thing that you're gonna have to do to stop being a nice guy and to start getting attention from women is to have zero expectations. Let me explain it to you. Let's just imagine you're out on a date with a girl, right? You pay for the drinks or you pay for the dinner, anything like that. If you expect anything in return, that means you are in a scarcity mindset. You are in the neediness position. When you're doing this type of things, it has to come out of generosity, it has to come out of prosperity, it has to come out of abundance. You cannot do something and expect anything in return. Nobody owes you anything. But this is what happens to nice guys. Like, they do good stuff to ladies, to girls, and then they expect something in return, like, hey, I did this. For example, I paid for you, or I'm being nice to you, why don't you do this? Like, if you have to be constantly reminding her that you need, you deserve this and you deserve that, then probably you're not in a position of, I don't know, maybe masculine frame, or you simply don't have enough abundance in your life. You don't have enough leverage in order to be talking about these things with a lady. Instead, what you do is you do whatever you have to do, and then you have zero expectations. Go out with the friends, go out with the lady on a date, pay for the drinks, do not expect anything. Do your thing, but have zero expectations. Number two, what you have to do, you have to say exactly what you mean. And I mean exactly what you mean. Let's imagine you are talking to a girl and you wanna call her out on a date. Instead of saying, hey, instead of beating around the bush and saying, you're kinda cool, maybe we should hang out or something like that, say, I wanna meet you this day, this location, are you down or not? As simple as that. Do not beat around the bush. Girls, look, I'm not a girl, but I know exactly that girls like when a guy is direct, a guy is assertive, he has his masculine frame, and he takes the lead because he is confident of his abilities and his social skills. And it doesn't mean you have to say exactly what you mean only when you're talking to a girl. It could be any type of social situations, man. Let's just imagine another guy tries to intimidate you or scare you off. In that type of situation, you have to stand up for yourself and say exactly what you mean. Number three is to be a bit egoistic. Now look, it might sound backwards because usually I try to promote the idea of not being selfish and trying to look out for people, being considerate, being kind of a leader and nurturing other people. But again, if you cannot if you cannot promote your own ideas, or if you cannot stand up for yourself, how else is everybody gonna respect you? To stop being a nice guy, you have to be a bit egoistic. If you have to block out some time and go to the gym, do that. You have to be a bit egoistic with your energy, your priorities, and with where you're diverting your resources. It's getting pretty cold. Let's finish this video with the number 4, which is to stop being a yes man. If you have goals, if you have your priorities, if you have your life going on or something going on for you, you have to be able to say no to many things in life. Now again, there's a big difference between saying yes in a sense of that movie, which is a Yes Man, I don't remember, and saying yes in a sense of you prioritizing your other things in your life. For example, bringing it back to social situations, if someone offers you something or proposes something and you don't like this, just voice your opinion, man. Say no instead of saying yes, and always being the guy who agrees and always supports you. Stand up for yourself. Is it too aggressive? Maybe yes, but still, saying no to some stuff in your life creates more space for other stuff. Like, you don't find time, you basically make time for everything that you think is priority for you. So instead of saying yes to everything that comes to your way, or I don't know, any type of invitations to parties, birthday parties, some of the things which can really make no sense, instead of saying yes, learn to say no. Learn to prioritize yourself. Learn to make time for the things which are actually important to you and interesting or maybe beneficial to you. Nice little walk in the park, finishing the video. I'll see you in the next one.